In today's video, I'm going to teach you ClickUp Calendar, what you need to know. We're going to build a clean, practical calendar workflow right inside ClickUp, starting from a regular list, switching to a calendar view, adding entries, adjusting task types, and even converting an entry into its own list when it grows into a mini project. Then we'll add a calendar view to that new list, create another entry, and set a clear time estimate so you can plan capacity with confidence. I'll explain each move as we go so you understand not just what to click, but why it helps you stay organized. Begin inside your workspace on the list where you want to plan. If you're following along, open your All Tasks list or any list that makes sense for your work today. Lists are the backbone of ClickUp organization, and views simply change how you look at the same underlying items. At the top of the page, open the View options. This is where you can switch from a traditional list layout to something more visual. Choose Calendar. In one click, you now see your tasks mapped across days, which is perfect for scheduling and spotting gaps. If you've never used this view, think of it as the same pool of tasks, just laid out on a timeline, so you can make smart choices about when work happens. Let's create our first calendar entry. Click directly on the day or time slot where you want the work to land. A quick Create panel appears, and you can add a title that's easy to recognize later. Clear, action-oriented names make your schedule scannable, so I'll call this one Highlight. Add any details you need, keep it concise, and then save. The moment you save, the entry appears on your calendar, and behind the scenes, you've created a task. That means you still have all the power of ClickUp tasks, including assignees, priorities, and custom fields, while staying in a simple calendar view. You'll see your tasks populating right away. If this particular item is a key deliverable, open it and set the task type to milestone. Marking milestones is a great way to call out important checkpoints in a timeline or reporting view. The best part is you can do this right from the calendar without bouncing back to another space or digging through settings. That convenience matters when you're in planning mode and want to keep momentum. This is where the calendar really helps. Quick, visual planning that still respects the structure and data of your workspace. Sometimes a single event turns into something larger. Maybe a campaign kickoff or a client handoff that needs subtasks, statuses, docs, and its own views. In that case, you can convert a calendar entry into a list. Open the entries options, choose List, then select Convert to List. Confirm the change. With that, what was a single task becomes a container where you can organize related work with more depth. This is ideal when the scope shifts and you need hierarchy, not just a single to-do. It keeps your system tidy because you're promoting work into the right level of structure exactly when it's needed. Now open the newly created list. You'll manage it like any other list in your workspace. To keep planning visually, add a calendar view to this list as well. Open the View menu, choose Calendar, and you'll see a fresh calendar scoped just to the items inside this list. This separation is useful. Your high-level calendar can show broad commitments, while this list-level calendar lets you schedule the finer details of a specific initiative. Let's add another entry in this list's calendar. Click the day or time slot and type a clear title. Again, I'll use Highlight to keep the example consistent. This time, add a time estimate so you can plan capacity accurately. Enter 3 hours. Select the 3-hour option to confirm. Time estimates are more than placeholders. They help you understand workload, forecast timelines, and keep teams aligned on effort. When everyone estimates consistently, your calendar turns into a reliable plan rather than a wish list. After saving, you'll see the task in place. You can always drag it to a new day or extend it if plans shift, but having that estimate in the task makes reporting and scheduling far more informative. That's the essential workflow. Open your list, switch to calendar, add entries with clear names, mark key items as milestones when appropriate, Convert an entry to a list if it becomes a mini project. Then add a calendar view to that list and keep planning there with time estimates. It's a simple path that respects how work evolves from a single task into something more structured without losing your stride. A few quick tips to make this stick. Keep titles specific and action-driven so your calendar reads like a plan, not a puzzle. If you're coordinating with others, stay consistent with time estimates so your team's capacity picture is accurate. Use milestones to make critical checkpoints visible at a glance. And when a task starts collecting subtasks and stakeholders, promote it into its own list early. You'll stay organized and avoid clutter later. Just like that, you've seen how to set up and use the ClickUp Calendar the easy way, from first entry to structured planning with estimates. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.